Page 28. You can see Daddy at his big fire. The children like to play with water. Jane has a little boat, and Peter has a big boat. Pat wants to play with Peter's big boat. Keep away, Pat, says Peter to Jane. Keep Pat away, says Peter to Jane. He wants my boat. He wants my big boat. Come here, Pat, says Jane. You can have my ball to play with. The two children are in the water. They want to fish. Peter has a fish. Look at my big one, he says. Will you keep it? Says Jane. No, he says. Peter puts his big fish into the water. Jane says, Look, I have two little ones. She puts her fish into the water. She puts her two little ones in. Off they go, Jane says. The two children are at the farm. They want to help at the farm. They like to work there. Here they are with the horses. Jane likes her little horse. She gives it an apple. She wants to keep her little horse. Peter has a big horse. I want to get on my horse, Jane, he says. Help me up, please. Page 34. Jane helps Peter to get on his big horse. There you are, she says. Away you go. Thank you, says Peter. Thank you, Jane. Then Jane gets on her little horse. Away I go on my horse, she says. The two children go off to work on the farm. Let us help with the cows, says Peter. Yes, says Jane. We will help with the cows. Page 36. Let us help the man milk the cows, says Jane. Will he let us help him milk? She says. Yes, says Peter. He likes us to help him with his work. Can we help you? Says Peter. Thank you, says the man. Yes, please. You two can help me with the milk. Put the horses away. Come in and help me with the cows. Page 38. The two children play at home. What will you do? Says Peter. I will make a toy farm, Jane says. What will you do, Peter? I want to help you make the farm, he says. Thank you, says Jane. The farmhouse was there, she says. Here is the big horse, and my little horse. Let the man milk his cows. Keep the dogs away. Put him with the horses. Page 40. Jane likes cats. She has a little cat. What do you want? She says to her cat. Do you want some milk? The cows on the farm give good milk, says Jane. I will give her some. Peter comes in with his big rabbit. What is that, Jane? He says. Is it milk? Give some to my rabbit, please. Thank you, he says. Keep the cat away. Page 42. The children, Daddy and Mummy, all go to sea. Here they all are, in the train at the station. The cat and the dog are at home. Jane says, away we all go to the sea. What can we do at the sea, Daddy? You can all do what you like, Daddy says to her. Peter says, we can go in a boat and play in the water. Page 44. Here they all are at the sea. The children can do what they like. They can go into the sea, play games, or fish, or be with Mummy and Daddy. Play a game with us, Daddy, says Peter. Yes, play a game, please, says Jane. Daddy says he will play a game with the big ball. Good, says Jane. It is fun to play games with him. Page 46. The two children like to play games. The cat looks on. Peter says, do you want to play with my toys or play at schools? Let us play at schools, says Jane. What will you do? Read or draw? I want to read, says Peter. All children like to read. Read this, says Jane. Read this, Peter. Peter reads. It says, danger. He says, I can read danger. Yes, it is danger, Jane says. Page 48. Jane's cat is not big. She likes to go up the tree for a game. Stop her, says Jane. She gets up the tree and cannot get down. Stop her, Peter. Please stop her. Peter cannot stop the cat. She cannot get down, he says. There is no danger. You or I can get her, or we can get Daddy to help. No, says Jane. All we have to do is get some milk. The cat sees the milk and then comes down. Page 50. Daddy, Mummy, Jane, Peter, and Pat are all here. The cat is at home. Look, says Peter. There is danger. Stop. I can read. Danger. Stop. Jane says, I can read to the sea and to the station. Daddy says, yes, that is good. You can read. Jane says to Pat, come here. You are not to jump up at the car. It is not Daddy's car. Let us all go home to tea, says Mummy. Yes, says Daddy, we will all go home.